Welcome, Saw Logs Plastic Hubs, Jim Dedman. Hope you enjoyed today's video that I put together for you. We're always doing something interesting here in the shop. Stick around, watch the video, enjoy, comment. Thank you. Sometimes you just get lucky. And I got lucky today. I went on a little search for some material to make my clamps out of, and I almost ordered eBay. I didn't want to drive to Metal Supermarkets because that's a 35-40 minute drive. Stopped by a local fab shop. He didn't have nothing. I looked up something on the internet, and I was going to try to find this at the fab shop and didn't, but run across this place. It's called Metal's Place. It says it's Metal Place. Normally they sell tubing, stainless and steel tubing stuff, mainly for the textile businesses and stuff. And I walk in, talk to a couple of the guys in the back, you know, and I found these clamps, which is exactly thick enough to make what I want to make out of them. And so I picked up 4 of them for the grand total of $2. The threaded rod in the center, I'll take the bolts out and we'll pop them into the scrap bin. So let's get in the shop. We'll get these apart. You seen outside where I picked up these, brought these pieces in, and I was thinking I was going to really have some challenges with them because of the material. This is just basically cold rolled steel. Well, there's one, but hey, I got one. So this looks like this is cast iron. Still, it will work for something. You got nuts, threaded rod, which are still steel. Well, I'm gonna sound like Rob over in over in Australia. We just put stuff. I got a lot of these jars I've hung up, and a lot of times I just put this odd stuff in them. So these brackets are going to work for what I want to do. So now I'm changing gears, and we're going to work on it. But this is another one of them things. Sometimes you just get lucky, and here we go. Oh boy. What I'm doing now is just kind of getting this stuff cut up so I can use it, and which is always a challenge. And anytime I can use my horizontal saw, I prefer to use it. It's less trouble, less work. So I've kind of got this piece here grabbed. If I get these split apart, then I can cut stuff out of it. Again, this is material I basically just walked up to a place and bought out of their scrap bin. There was some sort of pipe hanger. And this 1/4 inch steel, which is plenty for my clamps for the Mini Pallet. $2. I'll get plenty to make my clamps out of for $2. Can't go wrong. So what I'm doing now is just trying to get a little something cut out of them so I can use. This is going to take a little bit of work, but again, this is a home shop. I wanted a piece of flat material to make these. Realistically, that was my goal. Too bad I couldn't get it. So we got to make do. So right now I'm just sort of roughing this material up to get me some material to work with. And it keeps singing, but it ain't cut through yet. It's sort of set low, it's going to hit the switch. No good way to hold this, and it's sort of difficult to hold. Hold on a minute. We've got it 2/3. Maybe we can break it, which would be ideal. We're just trying to rough this, yeah. So this is what we're wanting to do, is just kind of cut it with some stuff that we'll work with. Let me get the rest of these worked up. Guys, I don't know how many times, and I just got to look at this. Why not? And it's just because I can't get to everything. And I've said many a time since I bought this thing, and I'm just getting it bolted down here, that the most handiest tool in my shop is my porter band, because it just comes in it's just expanded so many possibilities for me, and this is just one of them. I'm sitting here trying to cut this material, and I'm really struggling. Right here's the porter band. Why not? I mean, I don't know why. I guess I don't want to press. That is so simple, I don't know why I didn't want to do it. I'm running saws today. You see, I got the bandsaw flipped up, sawing that, and I'm over here on the quarter band cutting the lips off of them. Get this material up before we can use it. There we go. So you see right now, that's what's going on. We're getting this material, trying to get it worked up to where we can make some use out of it to make our parts. Sometimes when you work with junk, you gotta be creative. If I had it to do over, I'd have cut that a little different, but you're living and you're learning. And I don't know if you can see over here, let me kind of bring the camera up and move it around the corner just a bit. And let me move it up so you can see what I'm doing. So you see I'm down there sawing, and I'm over here sawing at the same time. Make it up another little pile. This is my little pile of end. So I got one more of these to end off, plus that solid. What you're seeing, whoa, that's too much. Let me get this off. Now, what you're seeing is I'm squaring up some of the material. I got one piece cut way too short. I done one side of it. I then squared one. These are the little short pieces inside the back. One's going to be way too short, and I'm just not going to waste my time with it. So basically what I've done is I've just sawed them, and whatever they come out to is going to be clamp lengths. And then and what you hear behind me is where I've been cutting some more material off, trying to salvage something out of what we got. Should have sawed a little more off of that, but that'll be fine too. So we're running this morning. Also, what I'm doing is that's the long pieces. I'm cutting the holes for the little drills out. I've got 4 of them cut. Not quite what I wanted, but it'll work because we're going to make, we're just, getting material together. So that's what you hear there. I'm back behind you with the saw. Guys and gals, I'll probably out of these short pieces have enough. Basically, these are the little short end pieces that I cut up. I cut one a little bit too short. Now, over on my workbench, I'll bring you over in a minute, I've got the rest of the stuff I've salvaged out of it. What I've done with these pieces, they're about 2 inches wide by about probably 2.5 inches or 3 inches, 2.5, almost 3 inches long. They're a tick under, I think they're a tick under 2.5, or right at 2.5. I hadn't looked. No, they're a little over 2.5. That's 2.6. So they're like 100 thousandths over. They're not all perfect, but pretty close. We've milled them. Well, basically, I put them in the mill and just trued them up to get me a quick reference somewhere close. I mean, there's some variations in them, but not a lot. Now, what I'm going to do is mark these off, and I'm going to saw them down 1 inch wide. And then we'll true everything up. And probably the biggest thing about this video isn't going to be starting to put the mills and stuff in the clamps. It's taking the material that I picked up today and making it. And basically, a lot of things we do in the home shop's not practical. If this was a business, you wouldn't want to do this. You're going to make these, if you're going to make these clamps, you'd probably want to get a piece of flat bar and basically pretty close to what you want. I'm going to actually trim them of some more before I go even further. But I started out about 1/4 inch, and then I may take some off the top and bottom. I want them all good and true once I get them cut, but I'm kind of working them into somewhat of a system. So let me get these laid out so I can saw these up. All right, I'm going to saw this up a little bit, and wireless mic, you may be able to hear me. Basically, I've marked every one of these. Nothing fancy, just carpenter style. And when I lift them down, we're going to get roughly about a 1 inch width to start with. Like I said before in this video, I really wanted, if I had a wider or better choice of material, I would have had us taken a big piece and done like Harold when he made his, but unfortunately, you got to get what you can deal with, and this is what I've got, so hang in there. And what I'm doing now is I found because these are not always going to be exact, I took and found the shortest one, and this is the shortest sawed one, and I've got the smaller ones in. I'm going to true all these up to where they're the same spot. So I want these to be somewhat square when I get done. Basically what we're doing is preparing to machine these parts. We're really, slots and a little angle got to go on in. All this stuff has to be done to them to make these things effectively work. So I'm just right now roughing them up. Basically, this video is going to be more about taking a piece of junk and getting them ready to make a part out of it. And I will repeat this probably one more time while we're machining this. Again, if this wasn't a home shop, this isn't practical. This is for my personal use. There's not a profit motive involved with it. So basically, the goal here is to get these things all machined down. Basically, I just got that set up on a parallel and slicing it to even it up. And we'll just load 2 more up. We're going to leave this thing set right there. Okay, it's cleaned up. All right, this is the last pass of the running across them. Basically this is to true them up, get them square on all 4 sides. So I'm going to get it knocked out there. So basically once I get this done, I'll have them true enough that I can work with and doing the finishing operations. So there we go. All right, there is 14 blanks, and that's clip clamps. And I basically now have got them to where I can start putting slots and do some of the other machining, so I can do them together. And one thing I will say, that this is not always an ideal methodology, but again, the difference between a home shop guy and a production guy is pretty simple. If you're trying to make money, you wouldn't want to do what I did. But you got to understand, I paid $2 for it, and I've got plenty of material. I looked at getting a flat sheet on eBay. It's about $13 to get it to the house. And, you know, I just got, you know, I wanted to try to find something as inexpensive to do the work with. So now I've got my blank. I will basically, what's going to be done, you probably will see it in different video, is you know, put the slots, drill them, and we'll probably mill both ends, sort of true them up real light, and cut an angle on one end of the clamp. I think that's kind of the rest of the operations, and cut a little points on ends on the probably cut point on one end. So there's still some more operations there to go, so you'll have to see how all this looks when we get done. So we're working on it slowly but surely, and it is going to take us a little while to get what we want. And so this is one of them deals that just takes a while to figure all of it out. And so we'll get it set up and get her to go and do some more work on it for you. Now there'll probably be several more videos in these clamps. And part of the reason I'm doing this is this probably a horse that's been beat to death, but hey folks, this is another way of doing it. Thank you for watching today's video. This is Jim. This, by the way, I will remind you, this is a copyrighted production of James Dedman Saw Logs Plastic Hubs for your personal enjoyment here on YouTube. The other thing I want to do is quickly thank everybody that's out here, that's visited my channel, that views, that comments. Our channel is growing thanks to you, and I want to send you a sincere thanks. Thank you, and have a great day, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching today's video. This is Jim. This, by the way, I will remind you, this is a copyrighted production of James Dedman Saw Logs Plastic Hubs for your personal enjoyment here on YouTube. The other thing I want to do is quickly thank everybody that's out here, that's visited my channel, that views, that comments. Our channel is growing thanks to you, and I want to send you a sincere thanks. Thank you, and have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.